Good morning, everyone. I'm Jen Houston, owner of the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. I'm a full-time independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canmore, Alberta, Canada. Happy Thursday, everyone. I'm going to pop on here and show you some beautiful cards that I got in the mail before we get rolling on the stamp set that we're continuing on, Hot Dog. We all have dog lovers in our lives, don't we? So this is the perfect set if you want for dog lovers. All right, let me just switch my screen around here. So I got this beautiful card in the mail. I see it's got our dog hair on it already. There we go. Thank you, Amy Todd. Hi, Lena. Good morning. This was a beautiful Valentine card from Miss Amy Todd. We all know Amy from here. So I thought that was such a sweet, sweet thing, considering I didn't get anything from Kevin. Let's just leave it at that. And then I got this beautiful card from Kathy. I love how she embossed gold on the middle of this heart here. I think it's just so cute. What a great idea, just to color one flower and then emboss a heart on it and just add pops of red with the rhinestones. Gorgeous. Thank you so much, Kathy. I love it. Great ideas. And then I got this one from Jill. Remember this? I love how she made this into a shaker card. These beads are fun. I don't know where she got these beads from, but they're great for this. So if you've got, friendship beads from way back in the day, that might work great for this kind of a shaker card. I remember this embossing folder. I love that. And I love how the eggs turned out. They've got little dots on them, just like a real kind of egg, if you will. Great idea. Thank you so much. Amy, I just showed your Valentine card. Thank you so much. Letitia, hello. I don't think I've met you before. Welcome. So, yeah, cute. And then, of course, she stamps the inside, which is really cute. She's got this neat Post-it note. And it's just because. Isn't that great? Get some happy mail in the mail that's not a bill or something, a traffic violation. Native beads, maybe, perhaps, yeah. And then I got this from my friend Lori and my team member Lori. Beautiful. I like this. Those terrariums. Oh, I'd really like to get one in real life one day. And I love how she, it's got some texture to this paper, which is really kind of neat. So there we go. She always decorates the inside, and of course the envelopes. All the time, she's the one who got me started on doing all the envelopes. So there we go. Beautiful cards. Thank you so much for thinking of me. I love getting happy mail, as do you, I know. So here we go. This is what we're going to have for today's live. A hot dog stamp. It's got lots of neat sayings that are kind of quite versatile. There are no dies or anything with this set, so you will be doing some fussy cutting if you choose. Otherwise, you can just, stamp on different things, make some beautiful paper, make some, beautiful cards using this. So yesterday we started out with a neat layout idea. I hope you enjoyed that. And today I'm going to show a different background technique that I forget about sometimes, and so let's be reminded of that. I'm also going to be using the Stitch So Sweetly dies. So I don't know if you've seen these, but they work great. Thankfully, these aren't retiring, so we get to play around with them for a little while longer. All right, so my first card, I'm going to start with a card base that's basic black. So it's 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half like so. We're actually going to be making a landscape version of the card. This is from the, Pets. Is it called Purely Pets? Can't remember. If you know, throw it out there. The designer series paper. This is also fun too. With the little play, love, bark, woof, dig, chase, scratch, wag, play, love, bark, woof, and then it just goes on and on. It is quite cute. All right, but I think I'm going to use this side for this card. I also have a piece of basic white from the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I've got a little real red piece from the Stitch So Sweetly dies, and I actually colored this little doodle up ahead of time just to save some space, or save some time, and I pre-cut it out. Really easy to fuzzy cut. Not difficult at all. I'm going to show you a technique though. Sometimes when you cut out, so you might not be able to see it right on the white. Sometimes when you cut out things that with scissors, it doesn't quite get right to your black line, and so you end up with these little white bits. Can you see that? A great way to fix that or to deal with that is to take your Stampin' Blend and just kind of go along the outside. It also helps to reinforce that line because of course sometimes when you are cutting you tend to cut a little on the inside, and so that line kind of sometimes disappears. So let's just fix that up a little bit there. Oh, there's a little bit on his foot. Hello everyone that joined. Kathy, I showed your card. Thank you so much. Playful Pets, thank you so much. Natasha, hello. Linda, good morning. Yes. Oh, does Kathy know Letitia? Leticia? I'm not sure how you say that. You say your name. You might have to spell it phonetically for me. All right, so there's my little pup. I just went with the light basic black, the bronze, and I did real red for her little earmuffs, and a wee little dot on her cheek of Flirty Flamingo. So hopefully that makes sense. Just left a little white on the tail. All right, so I mentioned before that I'm going to be doing kind of a different background technique. Hopefully this is, if it's new to you, great. If it's old to you, maybe it's just a remembrance of it, and maybe you can whip it out and try it again. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line this up onto my grid paper, and all I'm going to do, I was going to go this way. All I'm going to do is draw lines from one end to the other. They are not going to be perfect, so you have to be okay with that. You may have to stick out your tongue. So I'm just using the dark real red Stampin' Blend. I'm just trying to aim for the lines here, just as a guide, but I'm not getting out the ruler. I want it to be homemade, handmade looking, not perfect looking. All right, let's do one more. And there we go. You could also go this way, I suppose, as well. Make your own kind of buffalo check. Should we do that? No, I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it like this. Let's just start there. So there you go. There's a cute little addition to change up the whisper or the basic white to add a little something. Now I'm going to stamp onto this one, and I was going to stamp I Miss You, It's Been Too Long. Where did I put this? Here it is. I was being a little too efficient and put this away. I never put things away. You should see the floor. Leticia. 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 Okay, there we go. I'll need to practice that a little bit. It's so beautiful. I don't want to butcher it. All right, so, oh yes, look what I'm doing. So I've got ink on my fingers and I've got ink on my little thing. So with the magic of paper, flip it over. I miss you. It's Been Too Long. I'm using my Memento Black ink. Now we're going to make this a little silly. We're going to cut our little dog in half. I know. And then we're going to put our stamp and seal just on the edges. Here, now I see I went off, so make sure you tuck that over so you don't end up gluing your card to your envelope. All right, so just be mindful of where the dog's feet are. I'm going to kind of just sort of try and make it along with the bottom, and this one and the back end, like so. I miss you. It's been too long. Isn't that great? I think it's cute. All right, let's add this. And I think those stripes going horizontal kind of make it accentuate the longness, right? It's the whole thoughts of striped shirts on us big folk. Got to be mindful of which directions it goes. Oh, yeah, yoy. So let's place this here. And then I think we should pop this up. I think it's cute. All right, dimensionals. Put some on the dogs as well. Let's put another. That poor little dog on this one. I think I need a little bit more stamp and seal a little closer to the edge because it's kind of a little iffy there. There we go. That's better. And we'll take off those backs of the dimensionals. Make a pile. And there we go. I miss you. It's been too long. I like it. There we go. Isn't that fun? There you go. There's our first card. Using that little background technique just to fill in a space that normally would be a little too blah, if you will. All right, I'll write our next card. I'm using gray granite, my favorite. 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half. I've got a piece of Seaside Spray, which is retiring. I love this color combo. It's just so calm and easygoing. So it is measuring 4 by 4 by 5.25. Let's go that way. I also use this same piece of basic white. Look familiar? But this time I used my blending brushes. I used the Seaside Spray on the top portion to make some blue sky and clouds. And along the bottom portion, I actually used soft seafoam just to give it a little something. And then instead of coloring in the dogs this time, I actually used the, hang on. Let me find it. Prize Peony Garden Designer Series paper, because it has such neat grays and whatever patterns. Not necessarily all floral. You're sad to see that go too. I know. So there I did. I stamped in Memento Black out of the pattern paper. That way I don't have to color. Just a quick little design there. I added the little bow stamp for the girl and the little I stamped this beret on him, and then I'm kind of like, it looks like he's got a headache. But you know, if you have a relationship, sometimes you do get headaches. Let's just put it that way. All right, so that same background technique, let's do it onto the Seaside Spray. I'm going to go tone on tone, so let's go with I think I'm going to use the light Seaside Spray this time. All right, let's go horizontal again. Sort of in the middle-ish. All right, here we go. It'll just be subtle, this one. And I think I'm going to go both ways. Both directions. So once I finish this direction, let's go vertical as well. We're going to get a checkered pattern. Of course, I'm on the grid paper with the centimeter side, so the little grid squares are a little closer together. You could also use the inch side, and those lines will be a little farther apart. Maybe you didn't realize that. Ooh, I'm getting off track here. One of the sides of the grid paper is inches, and the other side is centimeters. I know, they've thought of everything. Ooh, it's blending right in, isn't it? Okay, so this direction, let's go in with the dark one. Once it starts to dry, it's almost gone. Okay, let's go this direction. Let's go right there. I suppose you could go every other one. Let's try every other one. Perhaps too, a Stampin' Blend. Ooh, this will end up tricky here. Well, I'll just leave it. Perhaps too, the Stampin' Blends soak into the cardstock more so than, say, the white. I don't know. All right, here's what this is going to go on. So let's attach this and get it out of the way. Spray. Oh, there we go. Now for these little doodles, I thought, okay, there's a little heart stamp. I think a little heart right there is going to be, I'm not putting any sentiments. That way this can be a like, congratulations on your new engagement, an anniversary, a wedding card. It could be all sorts of things. You know, a friendship card, whatever. I think it'll be cute. So let's just kind of line these two up. And put a little heart. Right there. This reminds me of the card I did. Remember those Adirondack chairs that we had? The dies. I made lots of cards with those, the two Adirondack chairs sitting together and the little heart above them. I thought it was cute. Let's pop these little dogs up. Come back. All right. This little girl here. I like that they actually thought about putting two dogs, or a dog in both directions, facing both directions, so that you could do this easily, as opposed to having to, you know, do the whole, I forget what that technique's called, where you have to switch the shape around. Ah, so cute. Let's pop this layer up too. Very minimal, but I think it's cute. It gets the point across. Oh, I love these colors. I love them. calm and relaxed. There we go. No words necessary. And you can still see the background. It just added a little something, right? Just to kind of fill in, make some interest in the background. So there we go. That's the second card using that technique. Our last card. Let's make a little get well card. And I hope I didn't lose the most important part. Probably did. Darn. Well, we may have to do it again. Hopefully it'll turn up. Okay, so for this one, I have a card base using Calypso Coastal Cabana. I have Daffodil Delight, or let's start here. A piece of basic white that's 4 by 5 1/4. I have a Daffodil Delight using that same die. And then I have Bermuda Bay, and this is one of the dies from the Stitch So Sweetly as well. And then there again, I cut the little puppy out. I'm going to make a get well card. And so I thought, oh, he could be a little bluish greenish because, you know, that just kind of signifies he's not feeling so good, right? So I cut this out of the Fine Art Florals, the background. Oh, I've got a phone call coming. Let me get rid of that. All right. And so there we go. We're going to kind of place this all together. And so I want to add something to this white to make it a little bit more exciting. Let's put in Daffodil Delight. I'll go in with the dark one. And let's do it on an angle this time. Why not? Okay, let's flip this over and then it'll make the lines a little farther apart. Okay, here we go. So many ways to use your Stampin Blends, not besides just, you know, coloring. Woo! That one's getting off track, I think. Let me see if I stare at it while I'm drawing where it needs to go. Maybe that will help me end up where it's supposed to be. Isn't that what you do in golf? You stare at where you want it to go? I have no idea. I played golf one time. I'm about 5'6", and I went with my friend who's about, you know, 5 foot soaking wet. And so those were the golf clubs I used. Oh man, by the end, I was like just kicking the ball. I'm like, I can't stand this. This game is not for me. So yes, that was my golfing adventure. There we go. You could go the stripes this way on this too, but I'll take it easy. I kind of want to add a little leash there. So let's go, what color do I have handy here? Let's do, what is it? Soft suede. Soft suede, the little brown. And let's give him his little nose a little. And I think he needs some rosy cheeks. My go-to is kind of Flirty Flamingo. There. There. So cute. Okay, well, I had ready his little cone, because you can get a little cone here. So what I thought I would do is use vellum so that you can still kind of see through a little bit. But when you stamp on vellum, you can't use just plain old Memento ink. You need some StazOn, otherwise it's not going to dry for you. It'll smear. It won't matter how long you let it dry, or you put the heat tool on it, it's just not cooperative. So there we go. There's my little stays on cone. Now I'm sure I'll find it right after I cut this out. You know how it goes. So I'm just cutting around here. Like so. Okay. Let's attach this to our little doggy. I suppose I could put some color in there. Let's add our Daffodil Delight just to tie it all in. Right there. I suppose I should have waited there. Probably because the Stampin Blends are alcohol based, as is the Stays On ink. That just kind of negates each other by the looks of things. I probably should have colored on the back side, and then they wouldn't commingle. I think I'm just going to use a glue dot for this. I know glue dots and vellum and whatnot are kind of hard to make stick without seeing them, but I think if we sneak that under there, his collar's there. Isn't it cute? I think it's cute. All right, so I'm thinking about putting this little guy on here, and then I have the Get Well Sing, which I think I just want to add right there. Now I haven't used this one before, so I'm going to test it out a few times before I do the real deal, because sometimes it's got some kind of a film on it. Look at me, I'm getting it all over my fingers again. There we go. Get well soon. There. I could have white embossed that too, I suppose. All right, time to put this all together. Seal, stamp and seal. And then let's add this layer of Daffodil Delight. That's a color I don't often use. So that's great. I got to use this on this project. Love these dies. They kind of go coordinate nicely with so many things. I think I want to pop this layer up. Like so. Get well soon. And then let's pop the little dog up too. Will it fit? Yeah, good. Get well soon. Aw. Isn't that cute? So there we go. Easy peasy cards today. No fancy required. I think if I did this one, well, I was thinking if I did this one again, I would go the other direction to give that a try, but that's okay. All right, so here's the cards we made today. Make your little doggy extra long. Here's our little get well. Let's move him over here. And the little dog's in love. All using that fun background technique, just to add a little something, right? Cute. All right, so if you have not got this stamp set yet, you need to get it. It's so adorable. So just in case you don't know the sayings, hot dog. We could have put that with the, we could have put just hot dog right there or something. Just saying. We could have, I do want to make a slider card with these dogs at some point, because it uses that classic label punch that we used yesterday, and that has been my go-to for making slider cards. So I think slider card would be kind of neat. Even if you had the one dog farther away and you just bring it closer so they kiss or something. Wouldn't that be cute? So hot dog, it's your birthday, so you could separate both of those, especially if you had the classic label punch. You can cut those each out individually. Get well soon. I miss you. It's been so long. Yesterday we isolated those two with this classic label punch. I love you. You could put that on there as well. That's the long and short of it. And bonjour. How are you? And hi. So there's lots of fun sayings, and you can decorate their little selves with all these little, like a little ear muff and a bow, like a ribbon, I suppose, a little bow tie and a little tie. That could be used, I suppose, on your balloon. The little beret, whoops, sorry, the little beret, another little poofy thing. Oh, there's the little tail wag motion symbol. Of course, yesterday we played around with these little envelopes, which I think are adorable. And then the hat and the balloon. Those bones would make cute little backgrounds, say for your envelope or little parts of your card. So there you go. If you don't have this yet, you want to go shopping. Let me see here. Oops. Let's go to this one. You should go head shopping. Go shopping. It's number 154497. That's the code that you type in. You can go shopping at jenhouston.stampinup.net, and the host code is there. If you could use that for orders under $200, that gets you a little prize in the mail at the end of the month. So thank you for doing that. Thanks for sharing all your little hearts for things that you absolutely loved and commenting. I love it. I love it. Is it carrying over? It is not in the new annual catalog, but who knows, because there's that August to January probably, mini catalog that's coming out. So I'm not sure if this is going to be carrying over into that. This stamp set is available until June because it's in the mini catalog, current mini catalog. So as far as we know, it's still around for a little while, but there again, once the retirement list comes out, then the big mad panic happens, and you know what can happen. Things like this can end up disappearing. So because they're while supplies last. Especially this classic label punch, it is retiring. You want to get this one. This one I use a lot. Great for little boo-boos. So if you got a little halo and you can't put something there, you can always punch out a shape out of here and just put it underneath, which makes it look like a little tag or a ribbon or whatnot. Like I said, it's great for those slider cards, which I want to make very soon with this set. Anyways, if you need any help with ordering, or if you need a catalog and you don't have a demonstrator that you're already working with, I'd love to send you one. Just contact me and I can help you out. All right. Thanks everyone for being my sunshine today amidst this humongous snowstorm. Yesterday I'm out in, shorts, and today we got this big blizzard. So this is weather in the mountains, I guess. It just up and down, wherever, and sideways. Thank you so much for sharing those awesome wiener dog cards today, Jen. I love them all. Oh, thank you so much. All right, I'm going to go back and read all of your comments. I hope I didn't miss too many. All right, have a great day, everyone, and hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.